Alright, hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Today what I got in store is going to be unboxing and checking out this really cool soldering iron by the company X-Tronic. It's the 3060 or 3060 Pro. This is how I received it in the mail. I did purchase stuff offline. I did do about like an hour research about soldering iron kits, and I decided to pick this one just because it seemed to be quite useful. Like, here's some of the images of it. It looks like it has like a magnifying glass. It has like the helping hand attachments, which are these little tiny clasp grippers that you can kind of hold the circuit board together. The soldering iron itself, the kit, the brush cleaner, and some sponge. And it wasn't too expensive. It cost about like maybe just like $75 or something like that. And yeah, hopefully it's a pretty cool soldering iron. I do want to do some soldering iron projects, and yeah, I'll probably make those videos and put them on here as well. But today, let's just open this up and have some fun with it. Again, this is the X-Tronics 3060 Pro, so you know it's professional. I also did buy a little spool of solder here, and yeah, let's just open it up, check it out, give my first overall initial opinion of it. This seal makes me think of like Magic the Gathering cards for whatever reasons. It just really does. Alright, let's put the knife away. I'm curious how this came packaged up in here. One thing I will note, it sounded like metal moving around in there. Hopefully it's like the tips or something in a little plastic bag. I hope I don't open it and it's just here. And now we're in. Let's see. This is the little manual. X-Tronics USA, X-Tronics model number 3060 Pro instructions. Functions. Just very like simple sort of pamphlet here. Input voltage 110, 120 volts, 60 hertz. Temperature range 194 to 896 Fahrenheit, and you can also display it in Celsius too. Temperature stability plus or minus 2 degrees. Tip ground resistance, is it 2 ohms? Weight, about 1.5 pounds. It's not very heavy. I thought the box would have been bigger. The picture makes it seem bigger. Remove all components from the box and support the mini mag lamp. Alright, it kind of tells you what to do. Function setting, kind of tells you about the sleep timer, setting memory presets. I think there's like 3 channels, or at least 2 you can switch from. You can like save information, so you want to have it at 400 degrees Celsius. But then for other applications, you want it to be at 600 degrees Celsius. Instead of adjusting the dial, you can just click like channel A for 400, channel B for 600. So you can kind of save some memory there of certain temperatures you want to use, which is cool. It talks about replacing the tip, maintenance, replacing the heating element. There you go. Got a 3-year warranty, which is very cool here. Definitely going to have to do this. How to register, go to your website. Yeah, I'll also be doing that. Very cool little information pamphlet. And hopefully nothing in here is going to be too anything. This box definitely looks like it was a little bit bent. Maybe just a rough transit. What is this? Is this the little lamp? Let's just see. Looks like the little lamp itself. Is there LEDs? There is some LEDs. You can kind of see them there. So it is a lighted lamp, which is cool. That means there is a power connector that will be plugged into there. So we'll get that. Little poly bag. And then the unit itself. One thing that people did say about this is the soldering iron itself is attached to here. You can't take it off. So I don't know if that's a big deal to you, but you can unscrew this one. But to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. And yeah, I think this will be a nice tool that hopefully I can use for years and years to come. Looks like this heating chamber, does something cover it. And the thing that was moving around was definitely just metal jangling in there. And what else we got? We got the tips here. Gross. Not really sure. And that's the rest of the box. So let's just go ahead, start to assemble this. Very cool. That's like for cleaning the tip, I believe. Oh, that's like a rubber tip. You can actually clean it in there. Or silicone. Just a random thin blue sponge if you want to wet the tip or anything like that. Smooth turning little knob, definitely made out of aluminum, very light. The whole unit itself is not very heavy. Put the sponge right there. Let's just go ahead and undo these twist ties. That's tightening them. Very cool. I will have to plug this in a little bit just to check out if it heats up and everything. What is this? These are some sort of clamps. I'm not quite sure what this is, to be honest. Is this like a temperature? No, it's not. Maybe like a ground or something like that? That's very strange. I'm not sure what this one is. Looks like an electrical contact plug. I'm not sure where this plugs into. Very interesting. Looks like the helping hands right here. They're just pretty much metallic or metal kind of grist grabbing claws you can use for your holding your circuit boards. Let's see if I can get this up. There we go. And these should just plug into the base. Actually, they screw in very nice. Did they screw in here? I think they do. Or you can actually, there's multiple screw slots. There's like some screws here, screw holes here. I believe there's also a soldering spool like holder right here we will install. Nothing looks too crazy, and this is kind of like a toilet paper roll, except you put your spool of soldering iron on it, and this can just be attached to the side of your unit if you want. I'm probably going to attach it just because it came with it. Alright, let's just get it on there first. Very cool, and they do have little rubber pads on the bottom of it. Is there rubber pads in the bottom here? Yeah, very small ones. The sponge keeps falling out. Let's just go ahead and put this on here. Is it this way? I don't think so. I'm only supposed to put one screw in. Let's just check out this. It shows it facing. Let's see. Alright. There's not a whole lot of instructions about how to install the pieces. I would like to see more images of it, but to me it looks like the opening is this way, and there's maybe just one screw inside of it right there. I don't know why I have two screws. Is it a little bent? No, I don't think so. And I guess I should have a screwdriver here, but I don't. Just a very loose screw right there. Alright, and for whatever reason there is another screw here, maybe in case you lose it or something, or maybe I'm installing it incorrectly. And supposedly you're just supposed to put your little spool of solder right here, kind of like a toilet paper roll. Very cool. You can just pull out lengths if you want, and you can actually fit about 2 rolls in there, about this size right here. This is just what is it, 0.06 millimeters, or yeah, 0.6 millimeter thick non-lead with like rosin in the middle right there. Very cool. And these are the tips for the unit itself. It looks like it does come with one on there already, just like the classic sort of cone one. And then you just have different shapes as well. Let's see if we can take these out. Just give them a little look-see. Very shiny. Oh, lost a piece. And it looks like just a little bit thicker. This one actually has a little bit of like a flathead shape to it. You got an even pointier one for just really fine detail work if you need. Got just like a broad cut, it looks like. Very cool. This one's pretty thick, almost do like wood burning or something with that. And then just like another standard kind of size one, I would say. I think it's the same one as in here right now. And you can replace and change them however you please. Probably just going to keep the one in there like that for right now. Tiny little bag, very interesting. What else do we got? It did come with a tiny little wrench, I believe, for attaching the arms. And in the picture itself, it shows the arms being attached to the left and right side. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm still not sure what this is for. I can see it in the picture right here. I don't know. Is it just like some sort of ground? It has like a weird input, so there probably is, I don't know, it's got to go somewhere. I think it goes in the back right there. I'm not sure, but I think it goes in the back. Very strange. Alright, let's just go ahead and attach these little arms and just see what they're like. And I believe the little wrench is for here. There you go. Not going to do it too tight. Cool. It's got these little arms. Alright. Just screw it in there. Twisting the whole arm. I don't want to tighten it too much. It is just a plastic kind of chassis. This is just like plastic construction right here. This is like plastic right here. It is thick plastic. There's like a metal kind of cooling grate here to protect it, just so you don't burn your hand. Obviously you can store it in here and not have to worry about anything like leaning against it, which is nice. You have the little cleaning station right down here. I believe the lamp just slots into here. It's kind of got these two little spaces, and they just kind of slide into there. So there should be a connection, and there is a little switch on the side of the lamp, and we'll be testing that as well. Yeah, let's just see. Let's just take off this little twist tie. Very cool. Bunch of twist ties, a bunch of bags. I see the power cord itself, and I do believe the power cord is just permanently in there. You can't really take it off or anything like that. You do have these little helping hands here. So say you have like a circuit board or something like that, go ahead and put it there, and you just have a nice little, you don't have to hold the circuit board or anything. And they seem pretty sturdy. Seems like you can kind of move them around a bit. Very cool. I think that will become very useful. I haven't done a whole lot of soldering in my life, but I think that this station will help me get into a little bit more and really have some fun with it. I still don't know what this is. Maybe some sort of grounding or something like that. Anyways, next I just want to plug it in and mess with some of the settings, and let's just see this thing heat up. Very cool. Alright, and we're back and we're ready to test this thing a little bit, see if it heats up, and yeah, let's just check it out. I believe this is for cleaning off any like solder, and this is for wiping off just like any extra, and I believe this is made out of like a silicone, so I think it's high enough temperature where you don't have to take off the cap. I don't know why they would include this if you weren't allowed to dip the actual really hot metal solder tip in there, but this is just like coils, maybe from like being like milled off of a cylinder or something that they just put in here, and it's just really great. It'll kind of like be a sponge to the excess solder on the tip of your iron, just so it cleans it up just a little bit. It's kind of like sharpening your pencil, I would say, if you're going to write. We got this little lamp here. Let's just turn it on. Oh wait, it helps to plug in the unit itself, so let's plug it in. I did get the power strip, I just did not plug it in. So let's see, maybe you have to turn the whole unit on first, and there's the lamp. It's actually really nice. It's like a not like a yellow light, it's like a very kind of blue clear light, which is cool. And the magnification on it, yeah, it does work. You can definitely see it's magnifying the temperature right there. It looks like the default is set to 350. Always get ready, put it here, and I believe it's just turning on right away. How do you change channels? Set temperature to 480. And I believe it's already at that temperature right now, so this is probably quite hot. Let's see. This is in, I believe, Celsius right now. And you can adjust the temperature, and it's live kind of. This is, I guess, the show temperature, the real temperature. Okay. Oh, to change channels, you click in the wheel. You click the wheel once, it's on channel. It just switches channels. All right, and I believe this is in Celsius. Oh wait, there we go. Let's change it to Fahrenheit. There we go. Make it a little bit easier. Level 10 calibrate 626. So it's at 626 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I don't know, let's just turn it to 600. There we go. 600. And I believe the temperature will just follow it. And I didn't really have much circuit boards or anything like that. I found this old remote, and I just want to maybe like solder, take this wire off and maybe put it back on, see if we can do that. And I will use the helping hands for that as well. First of all, let's just see real quick. I have my solder right here. Let's take out this little piece of tape. Is it hot? Yep. It melted it very quickly. Let's just go ahead and look at it. Melting a little bit. Very hot. I heard that the actual smoke that you see is from like the resin, not actually the metal itself. It's like the resin inside of it. And I'm just going to take off this tip and kind of use it to clean the tip of my soldering iron. Nice clean tip again. Go ahead and put this here. And let's just hold this with the helping hand. See if we can. I wish that there was a better way to grip this, maybe the back. And what else can I grab onto? Maybe just like that. Alright, let's heat up this area. And it's heating up, and I just removed the wire, and let's go ahead, let's put it back on. Let's heat up the area first, touch the wire to it, let it cool, and yeah, the wire is connected again. Very simple to use. I like the LED display, it seems to work fine. It's nice to have the little lamp with the little extra lighting, just to either if you want to use it as a light source or if you just want to use it as a small magnification device. I will say that the length of the helping hands and the magnification kind of lens is short, so just know that if you get this and you're going to be using the magnification lens and the helping hands, you're going to be pretty close to the control unit, just literally a couple inches away, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's a smaller unit than I kind of thought by the picture of it, but it kind of makes sense. Maybe about like 10 inches by like 7 inches or something like that, and it's not very tall. I do like the holder on it. I do like how there's this metal protection right here, not even that hot to the touch. Obviously the iron itself is going to be very hot. It's quite easy to set the temperature on this device. Let's just turn it to its lowest, and I just turned it to channel 3. Let's just turn it to 194, and let's just watch it cool down, and then we're going to go from 194 all the way to the extreme temperature, and we'll go and just see how long that takes. I'm going to put this back here. I believe you can touch the soldering iron to this. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. It just makes me worried. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be melting. It's like a high temperature silicone. Obviously, it's going to take a lot longer for the soldering iron to cool down than it will to heat up. And yeah, it seems to melt the solder very quickly. As you can see, I just removed and put back on this red wire right here. I do plan on doing some soldering kits and stuff like that on this channel, so if you're interested in that, just keep tuned, and I'll be putting those on my channel as well. We do have these screw tips, or these different kind of soldering iron tips. It came with the small little wrench, obviously, to adjust the arms. I do like how there's multiple like screw sockets. I guess you can either put the spool part here if you want, or you can put the arms here. Kind of cool. It's a little bit modular design right now, and just nice. The whole unit itself is not hot. It's like really not hot at all. Only the tip of this is. Holding it here, I barely feel any heat, but this part right here is almost 400 degrees. And yeah, I'm not even sure if solder will melt at this temperature, but yeah. And I do know that this company, they have like other units and stuff that have like some sort of like heat guns and different stuff like that. So it's just really cool to see that. Again, the light, let's just turn it on. Pretty bright. What do you got? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 6 little LEDs. And it's just a fun little design. Obviously, I didn't really use the sponge right now. I'm just kind of testing it. And yeah, this is just really cooling down a bit. Let's just see. Let's just do it one more time. It's heating up the whole. Actually, I forgot. I'm turning down the temperature. It won't even melt it right now. Once we get it back up to temperature, I'll melt it one more time and connect it, just for fun. Yeah, this is like a random old RC controller. I don't even know what it's from, but it is. And I thought it'd be perfect to just test with this soldering iron. It's at 309. Blow it off a little bit. Have it cool down. And it comes with this little protective cap as well. I'm probably not going to keep this, but I'll just recycle it. And yeah, just a really nice little soldering iron, I would say, from X-Tronics. Obviously, this is my first overall impression and review. It cost about like $70, $75, so a little bit pricey. You can definitely get soldering irons for maybe like $10 for just like a cord that goes into the wall into one of these. Always, if you're going to be soldering, just be mindful. It is very hot. You can definitely burn yourself. Wear safety goggles or glasses or something like that. And just be mindful, it does get very hot. These are high temperatures and you can burn yourself. And if you put it next to something flammable, just be cautious as well, because these are high temperatures again. But overall, this is a pretty nice little sleek unit. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the price, and I'm happy to see the things that will come from this. I think it's always good to have a whole bunch of tools in your repertoire that you can use at any time if you need to fix anything or build anything. It's just something that you can keep around for a long time. I like to buy products that last me a lifetime, and hopefully this one will last me quite a long time. Super thin, dense sponge right here. So this unit is taking a really long time to cool all the way down. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take it all the way back up and just see how fast it heats up. Let's turn it up to 896. Super hot, super high temperature. And that's crazy. It took like 5 minutes to cool down and it's already at 896. Let's go ahead and touch it to this little solder point here. And it is melting it. And I just removed the wire. And let's see if I can put it back on. If I can do this, helping hands will come in handy. I just want to get this a little bit closer to the camera. Alrighty, and let's put this back on. Come on. Just gotta get the heat up, cool down, and there you go, back on again. So overall, pretty sweet little soldering machine. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this type of video. I hope it was informative, hope it helped you make a decision. And yeah, I just want to say thanks for stopping by. Keep on keeping on. Hope you're all doing wonderful and staying safe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Alright, one little quick thing I forgot. I just want to show you how easy it is to change the tip on the soldering iron. This is like the default one it comes on. You got this little threaded bit down here. You just unscrew it, and then this shell comes off. Don't lose the pieces. And then the tips literally just slide off, and I think that's like the heating element right there. I'm not really sure what it's made out of. And you just take whatever new tip you want, just slide it on, put the sheath back over it. Ooh, there we go. And you screw it in, and there you go. New tip on there. So super easy to change the tips if you want as well. Very cool.